Good morning, everyone. Myself B. Kashinath, working as senior lecturer in electronics and communication engineering, working at Government Polytechnic Sangareddy. Presently, I am going to teach the subject electronic measuring instruments, which comes under the third year, fifth semester, and the curriculum is C18 curriculum of the SBTET Telangana State. So the subject code is 18 EC 504 and it comes under the elective, and it is the first elective, so that is elective A. And the topic which I am going to discuss today is digital instruments. So this is the third chapter in the electronic measuring instruments. On that one I am going to discuss about the subtopic of ramp type digital voltmeters. So subtopic is ramp type digital voltmeters. So before going to this ramp type digital voltmeter, we will discuss about briefly about what is digital voltmeter and types of the digital voltmeter, and then we will go for the working principle of this ramp type digital voltmeters. So in the next slide we will see, actually we have learned about the in the previous class of the this chapter digital instruments. We have learned about what is digital instruments, which what is the means, whatever the real world signal is there, we are converting the analog real world signals, that is frequency, temperature, or pressure, or voltage, or current, all are in continuous nature, that we are converting into digital nature by different blocks such as analog to digital converter and signal processing unit, and we are displaying it on a digital display, that is LCD or LED based on your requirements. So that and we have already and discussed about the advantages of the digital instruments over the analog instruments and basic building blocks of the digital instruments. So mainly the advantages will be the human reading error will be reduced, and it will be easy to read for the humans, and it will reduces the interpolation and parallax errors. Accuracy will be more, resolution will be better, uh, and you will be having the, so whatever the digital signal will be there, that will be recorded and further processed for easy, and it is portable, and cost will be less, and it is very much reliable, and the results are very much accurate, so that repeatability will be very good. Like that we have discussed the advantages of the digital instruments over the analog instruments. In that one of the type of digital instruments is digital voltmeter. So we are discussing today the digital voltmeter and the types of digital voltmeters. In that one is ramp type digital voltmeter we are going to discuss today. So so in this one, so the main objects which we are going to cover is introduction to the digital voltmeters and different classifications of the digital voltmeters, and finally we are coming to the one of the type of the digital voltmeter, that is ramp type digital voltmeter. Of the ramp type digital voltmeter, we are operating principles, description, working, advantages and disadvantages of this ramp type digital voltmeter we are going to discuss in this today's class. So first we will see what is digital voltmeter. So we are simply calling digital voltmeters as DVMs in short form. So DVMs are digital measuring instruments that converts the analog voltage signal into the digital signal. So what is DVMs? You are calling digital voltmeters are simply DVMs, or measuring instruments that converts the analog voltage signal into a digital signal. Analog voltage signal that is coming from the real world signals, that we are converting into a digital signals. So it is a versatile and accurate instrument. It is a versatile and most popularly used, and it is very much accurate instrument, and that can be used in many laboratory measurement applications. So this DVM can be used in many laboratory applications, and it is versatile and accurate instruments, and it is used in laboratories as well as R&D applications and industry. You can use this DVMs. And the classifications of these DVMs comes under, there are different types based on how we are measuring the digital readout from the based on the principle of working of these DVMs. These are classified into totally 6 types. So first one is ramp type DVM, second one is dual slope integrating type DVM, third one is integrating type DVM, fourth one is staircase ramp DVM, and fifth one is successive approximation DVM, and sixth one is continuous balance type DVM. So in our diploma syllabus we are having the working principles of ramp type DVM and successive approximation DVM, digital voltmeter, and you will study all these types of digital voltmeters in BTech when you are pursuing your Bachelor of Engineering or BTech. Then you can study all these types of digital voltmeters by explanation and working. But in case of our syllabus we are having only ramp type DVM and successive approximation type digital voltmeter. So coming to the ramp type digital voltmeter, how it will work, operating principle. So it is operation is based on the before going to the ramp type digital voltmeter, what is ramp type signal? So what is ramp type signal means, if suppose if I am taking a simple mathematical expression of y equal to f of t, y equal to f of t means y is on y axis, t is on x axis, t is on x axis, y is on x axis, and I am writing a function of y equal to f of t, means function of t means when t equal to 0, y will be equal to 0, when t equal to 1, y equal to 1, like that. When t increases, y will also increases. So it will be linear signal, means when t equal to 0, y equal to 0, t equal to 1, y equal to 1, t equal to 2, y equal to 2, so on it will continuous, t equal to n, y equal to n. So it is of type positive going signal from 0 to whatever the t value, y value will be the same along the y axis. If you are calling y equal to f of minus t, then you will be having the same signal, but y signal will be when t equal to 0, y equal to 0, when t equal to minus 1, y equal to minus 1, like that. Means signal will be going in the downward direction, means you can have a signal of ramp signal of increasing amplitude or decreasing amplitude. We can call it as a positive slope if it is going in the positive direction. If it is coming like downward directions, means as the time increases, that is x axis, we are having the time, as the time increases, amplitude increases, we are calling it as positive slope ramp, whereas as the time increases, your amplitude decreases, that type of ramp signal we are calling it as negative slope ramp signal. So we will be having the two types of the ramp signals. First one is positive slope and second one is negative slopes. And this ramp type digital meter voltmeter based on the principle of so you will be having the analog input voltage, and we will be having the ramp type signal. So that signal may be either increasing, or that is positive slope, or negative slope. So whenever we come across that whatever the input AC input voltage, it will start the measurements, and when it reaches the ground level, it will stop the measurements. For the easy convenience of our measurement by using ramp type DVM, we are using the negative slope ramp signal means as the time increases, the ramp signal will decrease. So its base operation is based on the time it takes for a linear ramp voltage to rise from 0 volts to the level of input voltage. So this is in the case of positive ramp signal, or fall from the level of the input voltage to the 0. So you can measure either by either by time it takes for this linear ramp voltage to rise from the 0 level to the whatever the input level, or whatever the input level, that from that level to fall from that level to the 0 level. So 0 to that level, or input level to 0, you can go for either positive ramp or negative ramp. Then you have to measure that time period from 0 to that level, or input level to 0 level. So this time interval is measured with a counter, and the count is displayed. So counter is a digital instrument which will count the number of pulses measured during this period from 0 level to input voltage level the ramp is reaching, or the ramp is reaching from the input voltage level to the ground. You can go for either positive slope or negative slope. So that is the operating principle. So whenever the input voltage and the ramp signal coincident, from the 0 level to the coincidence level, we have to measure the number of gate counts, so that it will directly gives the your digital value corresponding to your analog value. So this time interval is measured with a counter, and the count is displayed on the digital readout screen, that may be either your LCD or LED display. So this is the block diagram of ramp type digital voltmeter. In this one, you can check, you can see that. So you are applying the input to the test DC input to the ranging and attenuator, which will attenuate the signals, and which will select the different ranges of your input. So you will be having the different as we have already seen this specification, you will be having from the 1 volts to several volts. We will be having the signal. So you will be having input range from few microwatts to several volts, from micro volts to several volts. So we can select different range. So that range and attenuation is possible by this ranging and attenuator, and we are generating the ramp signal. We are generating the ramp signal by this ramp generator. So this ramp generator is actually generated by the sample rate multivibrator. So sample rate multivibrator will generate one ramp for every one measurement. After measurement, again the sample rate multivibrator reset the ramp generator, and again it will generate another ramp signal for next measurements. So that is the purpose of this sample rate multivibrator, and it is generating the ramp signal. So this ramp signal is continuously compared with your input data coming after the ranging and attenuator signal. So both ramp signal and ranging attenuator signal are compared, and for our convenience this block diagram is applicable for negative going ramp signal. Means our ramp signal is decreasing as the time increases, it will decrease, and it will coincide with your input based on the input comparator. The purpose of input comparator is to compare your input with the ramp signal. So whenever the ramp signal reaches your input signal, whenever the ramp signal reaches the level of the input signal while it is decreasing, then when both are equal, that will be compared by the input comparator. When both are equal, you are starting the pulse, you are giving a start pulse to the gate. Similarly, up to where it has to pulse should be counted by this oscillator will generate the pulses. So the gate will count the pulses from the start pulse, that is given to the counter. So it is going on counting from where it has to stop. So for that, the input voltage level has to reach the ground level. So for that, again what we are comparing, we are comparing the ramp signal with the ground signal. We are comparing the ramp signal, that is whatever the negative going ramp signal, first it is coinciding with the input signal, next it has to coincide with the ground signal. So this purpose of this ground comparator is to, the ramp signal is continuously compared with the ground signal. When both are matched, we have to get the stop pulse, we have to get the stop pulse. So between the start and stop pulses, whatever the oscillator is generating the pulses, that are counted by the counter, and counter will give the whatever the number of counts that will be displayed on the digital readout, that is 3.5 digit display. So this is the block diagram working of ramp type digital voltmeter. So you can draw the diagram, and different parts are, first one is ranging attenuator. It is the for selecting different ranges and attenuation of the input signal. And you will be having the sample rate multivibrator, which will generate the ramp signal whenever the measurement has to taken place. So after measurement, it will reset the sample rate multivibrator resets, so that there is no ramp signal on the ramp generator. So after one measurement, again if you are going for another measurement, it will again uh, generate one more ramp signal, that is again applied to the ramp generator. So ramp generator will again generate the either positive going ramp or negative going ramp. So these positive or negative going ramp is continuously compared with your input signal coming from the ranging and attenuator with the input comparator. Input comparator will continuously compare your ramp signal data with the input signal. Whenever there is a match between input data and ramp data, then it will issue a pulse of start pulse. Then the oscillator will generate the pulses that will be counted by the gate, and it has then the then it is given to the counter, number of pulses counted by the counter. And when it has to stop, means when the measurement has to stop, the by the purpose of the ground comparator. So ground comparator compares the ramp signal with the ground signal. Whenever the ramp signal reaches the ground signal, it will indicate the stop pulse, then your gate will be closed. So between the start pulse and stop pulse, number of pulses counted by the counter, that will be read out by the LED or LCD display. So this is the block diagram of the ramp type digital voltmeter. So in this one, it consists of, first part is ranging and attenuator. It consists of ranging and attenuator, which is used to, so ranging attenuator function is to use it to select the required range of measurement. So required range of measurement can be taken from the input by this ranging and attenuator. And ramp generator is used to generate the ramp voltage. So purpose of ramp generator is to generate the ramp voltage, that may be either positive or negative amp. So on the purpose of the input comparator, it will continuously compares the whatever the input coming from the ranging attenuator voltage with the internally generated ramp voltage. Don't talk. So input comparator continuously compares the whatever the DC input voltage coming from the ranging and attenuator with the internally generated ramp voltage. So the ground comparator purpose is to compare the ramp voltage with the ground voltage, that is 0 volts. And the counter is used to count the number of pulses generated by the oscillator. And then the purpose of counter is to count the number of pulses generated by the oscillator. And the readout gives the digital display. And the readout gives the digital display. So how working of ramp generator, as I already discussed. So again I am telling, at the start of the measurement cycle, ramp voltage is initiated. So at the start of the measurement cycle, ramp voltage is initiated. So we are generally taking the negative going ramp, and this negative going ramp is continuously compared with the unknown input voltage. So this negative going ramp is continuously compared with the unknown input voltage. Whenever there is a coincidence between this negative going ramp and unknown input voltage, your input comparator will be on. So you are taking we are taking one example. So the ramp signal starting from plus 12 volts to minus 12 volts. So we are taking the measurements like this. So here you see the dotted line. The dotted line uh, is your input voltage, and plus 12 volts to minus 12 volts is your negative going ramp. Negative going ramp. So 0 voltage level is seen. So at the start of measurements, as the at the starting for our measurement purpose, it is constant. Then we are starting our ramp signal. So at this level our ramp signal is starting, so it is continuously decreasing with the time. So whenever it reaches the dotted line, that is your input voltage, so then the start pulse will be activated. So on the gating time interval, so whenever the coincidence occurs, the start pulse gating time interval, start pulse will generate. Then clock pulses given to the counter, and this clock pulses will count. So up to whenever this ramp will reaches the 0, whenever the ramp signal is reaching the 0 level, so that is compared by the ground comparator. Ground comparator compares the ramp signal with the ground signal, then it will give the stop signal. So between the start pulse and stop pulse, that we are calling it as gating time interval. On that gating time interval, how many clock pulses are counted, that pulses will be given to the digital display. So this is the diagram how we are waveforms of the ramp signal generator. So you will be having the negative going ramp, and the coincidence occurs by the input comparator. At that time, gating time interval, that is start pulse will be generated, and you are going to send the clock pulses to the counter. Whenever the ramp signal reaches the 0 voltage level, we are sending the stop pulse. So during the start pulse and stop pulse, we are calling it as gating time interval. How many number of clock pulses counted by the counter will be given to the digital readout. So when the ramp voltage is equal to the unknown voltage, the input comparator generates the start pulse, which opens the gate. So ramp voltage, whenever it is equal to the unknown voltage, the input comparator, what it will do, generates the start pulse, which opens the gate, and the ramp voltage continues to decrease with the time until it finally reaches the 0 volts. So as it is negative going ramp, it continuously decreases with the time until it finally reaches the 0 volts. When the ramp voltage reaches the 0 volts, what happens? Ground comparator generates the output pulse. So whenever the ramp voltage reaches the 0 volts, the ground comparator generates the output pulse, that is stop pulse, which closes the gate. So start pulse opens the gate, stop pulse closes the gate. So during this gate period, oscillator generates the clock pulses. During this gate period, oscillator generates the clock pulses, which are allowed to pass through the gates. So during this gate period, whatever the oscillator generating the clock pulses, which are allowed to pass through the gate, and the decade counter will be there, that counts the number of pulses that are allowed through this gate time interval. Finally, a decimal number is displayed, is a measure of the magnitude of the input voltage. So on the display, so you will be having the 7 segment displays, 3.5 digit displays. You can have the decimal number of how many counts of that one, that is equivalent to the analog input voltage, that is decimal number is displayed is a measure of the magnitude of the input voltage. And the purpose of this sample rate multivibrator provides initiating pulse for the ramp generator to start its next ramp. The purpose of sample rate multivibrator is to what? It provides the initiating pulse for the next ramp, for ramp generator to start its next ramp signal for next going measurements. At some time, sample rate multivibrator provides reset pulse to the to reset the counter. So it at some times also it will be useful to for reset pulse to the reset counter. So it will also provides the reset pulse to the reset counter after one measurement is over. So why it is required means previous value will be recorded in the counter, that will be displayed for the next measurement. For that won't happen, we are giving the reset pulse to the counter also. We are providing the next ramp signal to the ramp generator by this sample rate multivibrator, as well as we are resetting the counter by this uh, sample rate multivibrator signal. So coming to the advantages and disadvantages of ramp type digital voltmeter. So it is easy to design. So ramp type digital voltmeter is easy to design and its cost is low. So main advantage is it is easy to design and its cost is low, and output pulse can be transmitted over long feeder lines. And the another advantage is output pulse can be transmitted over long distance lines. And the disadvantages are large errors are possible when noise is superimposed on the input signal. So main disadvantage is large errors are possible when noise is superimposed on the input signal. So for that input filter, for that purpose input filters are required. There is no filters, so if there is whenever a noise is superimposed on your input signal, that will be also taken into our consideration. So large errors are possible in case of the ramp type digital voltmeter. So in this class you have learned about the introduction to digital voltmeters. So what is digital voltmeter? DVMs we are calling it as, whatever the analog input voltage we are converting into the digital output voltages by these DVMs. So it is a versatile popular instrument, mostly used in your educational or research in R&D works also. So and the classifications, there are 6 types. On those we are having in our syllabus ramp type and successive approximation type, and we have discussed what is ramp signal and what is ramp type digital voltmeter, ramp type digital voltmeter basic block diagram and the waveforms and its working, and a description of various blocks and advantages and disadvantages of this ramp signal we have discussed in this class. So ramp, either you will be using the positive slope ramp or negative slope ramp. Means as the time increases, if the slope increases, means amplitude increases, we are calling it as positive slope ramp. As the time increases, the ramp signal amplitude decreases, we are calling it as negative slope ramp. And the basic principle is, whatever the input signal is there, if you are going for positive slope, we are starting from the 0 level to the ramp signal has to reach that input level. So for that we are using input comparator and ground comparator. During that input comparator and ground comparator, we are issuing the start pulse and stop pulse. So that during that stop and stop pulse gating interval, we are producing the oscillator clock pulses that are counting the number of pulses, that is given to the 3.5 digit digital display, which will be directly gives the display of decimal digits on the digital voltmeter output display. And a simple quiz on this ramp type digital voltmeters. Digital voltmeter measures uh, peak value, peak to peak value, RMS value, average value. So it measures the peak value from 0 level to the whatever the input voltage level that is going to measure. So it is a peak value. And resolution of digital voltmeter can be as high as, so it can measure up to 1 microvolt, so it is resolution is 1 part in 10 to the power of 6, that we have already discussed in the previous class. Resolution and sensitivity and specifications of digital voltmeter. So it can be as high as 1 microvolts, means 1 part in 10 to the power of 6. Resolution is, if it is 3 digit, you can have resolution of 1 by 10 to the power of 3, like that. n bit n bit dvm means you will be having the resolution of 1 by 10 to the power of n. Here in case of digital voltmeter, it is 1 by 10 to the power of 6. You can measure up to miniature change of almost 1 micro volts change in the output. You can also you can measure. So frequently asked questions are, list the different types of digital voltmeters and explain the working of ramp type digital voltmeter. You can write down these questions. So first question is asked for a short question, and the second question is asked for the essay question. For essay question, you have to write draw the block diagram and mention the description of each block and working principle you have to write, and draw the waveforms. With that waveforms you have to explain the operation of the ramp type digital voltmeter. What is the purpose of each block and working principle, what is positive going ramp or negative going ramp, which if you are using the explained waveform, then you have to measure the negative going ramp and where it is coinciding with the input signal. Then your gating signal will be opened and clock pulses are counted, and whenever the ramp reaches the ground signal, the gating signal will stop. Pulses will be issued by the gating signal during the start and stop. In that gating interval, oscillator will generate the clock pulses that are given to the counter, and counter counts the number of pulses that will be given to your digital display readout, which is a 3.5 digit display, which will give the directly decimal digit display of whatever the input signal will be. So this is the working principle of the ramp type digital voltmeter. So thank you everyone, thank you very much.